We're getting set, and we're off to the races here at Laurel Park. Welcome to Xanadu 274. Rob versus Fox starting things off, and Fox is definitely a familiar sight here for those of us who are familiar with Xanadu. Of course, ZD, that's his main, and ZD, the victor of these past five tournaments, excuse me. Could even be more than that. Could be like 6 or 7. I'm just looking at the recent brackets. Am I going to have to go all the way back for my research here? Oh my gosh, hitting the pile driver is the Rob, and Shamoo looking pretty good in the at the start of it all, but could be losing ground very quickly to Orpheus, who once again, I mean, just trying to make a name for himself. Again, some of the best at about to say the FGC. We do have an FGC event, but this is more specifically the DMV. So we're just going to go with that acronym for now. The up air, oh, connecting, well done. Orpheus working his way back to stage. Shamoo doing a good job of establishing stage control, but Orpheus always seems to find a way back. Shamoo perhaps not really asserting himself on the edges as much as he would like. And now the up air, that's going to kill off the top. One of Rob's main kill confirms, probably main kill confirmer, for being completely honest. And joining me on the microphone at this time, we got to say, Orpheus, this is exactly the start that he wanted, despite sitting at 136% right about now.
Yeah, I'll definitely say, like, Rob with, oh, never mind. I was about to say Rob with Rage is not that bad against Fox, but I'll tell you, man, Fox can definitely clear out those stocks, and without that Rage, it's going to be a little harder, but, you know, Rob's definitely got the edge guards on point in this matchup, so we'll have to see. He's already been putting on good damage so far, and right now he's just continuously covering all these options, 53%. We are not far from another grab conversion taking this stock.
I will say maybe that's a blessing in disguise, because once you start getting out of those, once you start getting into the rage percentages, maybe a little harder to confirm those combos. Maybe it gets you a little bit out of range to really get something true. So you have to rely on those single hits. You have to start throwing up smashes out. So perhaps that's good for Orpheus that he had that stock lost. And at 99%, not going to kill off the top is the beep boop. He gets back onto the stage. Neither of these players really asserting stage control all that well.
No, definitely not. Ooh, almost getting that with that bait with the gyro in the back air. Very smart from Orpheus, but not quite connecting. And now Shamoo's going to be putting on this vortex of damage. Are we going to see the up air off the top? And we are. The tippy toes of Fox taking that stock.
Excellent stuff. And yeah, it's hard to believe that feet have a tipper hit, but nonetheless, that's Fox for you. A very familiar sight, that Fox victory screen for those of us here at Xanadu. As well, let's face it, ZD, there's only one word to describe him as of late, and that is dominant.
Absolutely. ZD, #1 ranked player in Maryland, #2 in Maryland and Virginia. So, I mean, this man's putting in work. And Shamoo, honestly, not bad Fox. You know, like, I know he typically does Fox secondary Samus, but he's got some decent wins under his belt here and there. So,
and now as we go to Final Destination for game #2. Now, obviously, Orpheus looked like he had the game very well in hand at the start of it all, but then Shamoo really turning on the jets. Or was that a case of Orpheus letting him back into it?
I think it's a combination of Orpheus letting him back into it, but then also not exactly being a good stage. I definitely agree that Battlefield is Rob's best stage, but I think in this matchup it's smarter to take him to something kind of closer to this, maybe like this or Smashville. Preferably Smashville. Some Robs will prefer FD because, you know, it's a little bit more flat, a little bit more linear. You can play the camp game a little easier, but then landing becomes the trouble. And right now we're seeing Shamoo do exactly that, exploit that right there, and get already 94% on Orpheus.
And now is Orpheus having a heck of a time just trying to get back to the stage.
All right, that forward air into that down tilt that Orpheus did, he had too much rage and Fox was a little bit too higher percent, but that absolutely would have jab blocked, and that could have led him to the entire stock, but not exactly knowing the percent for that there, and now Shamoo's just going to run away with it.
Yeah, the door was cracked for Shamoo, and it could be his opportunity to burst his way through and take the first stock of game #2. And as we're seeing here, oh my God, beautifully executed side B, but Orpheus, he comes right back and hits with the last hitbox on that up air. Beautifully done by Orpheus, and he could have the favor returned to him very quickly, but that's how you want to start things off, but it's been a matter of finishing for Orpheus.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think something about this matchup that I think is pretty interesting is I think both characters, their advantage state on one another is really, really solid. So, I mean, we could see Orpheus harassing all the landings that Shamoo was trying to make, and I mean, honestly, just going to be the same situation. If Shamoo takes his stock, we're going to see the up smash and weirdest hit.
Yeah, the dash attack?
No, that was up smash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he got like it looks like he got the back hit of it somehow. Maybe he ran a little bit too far past.
I just saw him moving. It looked like a dash attack. I was like, I don't know if it was a jump cancel. I didn't see it.
I'll be real with you here. If Orpheus gets this grab right now, baits an air dodge, he'll win the game.
I think you're right. And well, he does get the up smash, and then he gets an up smash or up tilt, I should say, of his own. And Shamoo sitting at 72%. It's not impossible for him.
So we kind of saw him do something very similar last game. So absolutely.
Yeah, but then again, his final destination, you got to get those kills as early as you possibly can. It's very, very hard on FD with how big the blast zones are. But then again, that take it to the street style of Fox could very well benefit him here. Sitting at 89%, and already Orpheus just getting tagged over and over in the air, my man.
Yeah, definitely. And right now with Orpheus off stage, it's going to be kind of bad. Sharking with